everyone, welcome back to CBSE Learners. So in my last video, I have explained you from the supplementary reader of class 7 book, NCERT book. In that video, I have explained you the tiny teacher, and it was about ants, what lessons they are teaching us, what moral we are getting from them, what lessons we are getting from them. Okay. So both the part 1, part 2 I have completed in my previous videos. Today it's time for the comprehension check. Okay. So in the first comprehension check, the question is, the story of an ant's life sounds almost untrue. The italicized phrase means almost untrue is in the italicized phrase. Okay. So what does the meaning of the word almost untrue? Okay. So they have given 3 options. Number 1 is highly exaggerated, too remarkable to be true, not based on fact. So almost untrue means highly exaggerated. Okay. So I am writing only the answer. I won't be writing all the options. I am writing only the answer. Okay. So the story of the it was an life sounds almost untrue. Okay, so this is the word. So we have to give the meaning. So the first one, the answer is the first one, highly exaggerated. Okay, so the next one is the question answers. So it is in complete the sentence form. Okay, complete the following sentence. So let's do that one. Complete the following sentences. So the first one is from the number 2 is, an ant is the smallest, and then they have given the to do the fill in the blank. So what will be the answer? The commonest but the wisest creature. But the wisest creature or insects. You can write down. Okay. Insect. Number 2 is, we know a number of facts about an ant's life because we know a number of facts about an ant's life because then comes the blank. Okay. So the answer will be because people have kept ants as a pets. Okay. So people have kept ants as pets and have watched their behavior daily. Watch their daily behavior closely. Okay. So these are the 2 fill in the blank. Okay. So next comes the question answer. I hope you understood these 2 fill in the blanks and you got the answers of the 2 fill in the blanks. Okay. So let me give you the question answers of this part 1. This is from the part 1. Okay. Part 1. What we are doing now is from the part 1 of the tiny teacher. Next comes the question, in what ways is an ant's life peaceful? Okay. In what ways an ant's life is peaceful? Okay. So what will be the answer? So they don't interfere in others' work, they do only their work, isn't it? So for that sake, they are very disciplined. They do their own work, they don't interfere with the others' work. So the answer will be that ants' life is very peaceful because ants' life is very peaceful because each of them does its share of work intelligently and bravely. And bravely. And never fights with the other members of the group. Okay, so this is the answer for the third question. In what ways an ant's life is peaceful? If they maintain their own life, they keep business with their own life, there will be no fight, isn't it? So an ant's life is very peaceful because each does its share of work intelligently and bravely and never fights with the other members of the group. Okay, so the next question is from the part 2. Okay, so let me erase this one and give you the question from the part 2. So in part 2 only we are having most of the questions. Okay, part 2. Now, how long does it take for a grub to become a complete ant? Okay, how long? The first question is, how long does it take a grub, that is we can call the egg of the ant also, grub, to become a complete ant? Okay, so what will be the answer? The grubs become cocoons and lie without food or activity for 3 weeks more. Then the cocoons break and perfect ants appear. Okay, the grubs become cocoons and lie without food and activity for 3 weeks more. Okay, then what happens? Then the cocoons break. Then the cocoons break and perfect ant appears. Breaks and perfect ants appear. Okay, so this is the first question. Now what is the next question? Second one. Why does the worker ants carry the grub about? Okay, so why do they carry? To give them some fresh air, to provide them some sunlight outside. Okay, for their daily exercising. Okay, so let's write down, why do the worker ants carry the grubs about? Okay, answer is the worker ants carry the grubs about for airing for airing, exercise and sunshine. Exercise and sunshine. Okay. So I hope these two questions are clear to you. Next, we start for the third question. So I am erasing these two. Okay. Now, the third one is what jobs are new and trained for. Okay. So what jobs they are trained for? What jobs the new ants trained for? What jobs the new ants trained for? Okay. The answer is the new ants learn their duties. The new ants learn their duties from the old workers, old ants as workers, from the old ants as workers, soldiers, builders, cleaners. Workers, soldiers, builders and cleaners. Okay. Now the fourth question. What is the fourth question? Name some other creatures that live in ant hills. Name some other creatures that live in an ant hill. So what is ant hill? Ant hill is the place where ants stay. Okay. So what are the other creatures? Beetles, lesser breeds of ant, and green fly. And green fly live in an ant hill. Okay. Now, these two questions are complete. Next one is mention 3 things we can learn from the tiny teacher. Give reasons for choosing these items. Now see, in case of the third one, in case of the last 5th question from the comprehension check of part 2, here you can choose any 3 of your own, but I chose my which one I like, so I chose, and you have to give reason for why you are choosing that. Okay. So mention 3 things we can learn from the tiny teacher. Give reasons for choosing them. Okay. So number 5, mention 3 things we can learn from the tiny teacher. Tiny teacher, give reasons. Reasons for choosing these items. For choosing these items. So the answer. So I chose the first 3. That is hard work, sense of duty and discipline, and care for the young. So in the sequence wise I chose. You can choose loyalty for the land. If you are choosing loyalty for the land, you have to, the way the ant protects their home and their land, they take care of their land. We have to take care of our land where we live, our country, isn't it? So I chose first one is hard working. Hard working or hard work. Okay. So the ants are really hard working. They collect food throughout the summer to store food for winter. Okay. The ants are really hard working. They work throughout the summer to store food for the winter. So this is the first one. Number 2, I chose a sense of duty and discipline. Okay, sense of duty and discipline. Ants are allotted some specific work. They do their work without disturbing others. Okay, the ants are allotted specific work without disturbing others. So we should also do our own work without disturbing the others. Okay. Now the third one is, for the third one I need to erase the question. The third one is care for the young ones. Care for the young ones. Okay. So what they do? The worker ants take care of the crop. The worker ants take care of the crop. They feed and clean them. They feed and clean them. They feed and clean them and also carry them about and also carry them about for airing, exercise and sunshine. The soldier ants, what they do? They protect them. And soldier ants protect them. So in this way we should also take care of the young ones. We should not feel irritated. We should take care of the young ones. Okay. So this is the last question, and then comes discuss. So you have to discuss one exercise. You have to discuss in groups some topics they have given. What problems are you likely to face if you keep ants as pets? So what problems you will be facing? They can bite you. They can enter the food containers. So it will be a mess in your house. So I am giving you the hints. If you want, you can just mention them in the comment section. Your opinion, your views, because I want to know your opinion, your views. Okay, about this question, these two questions. Now the number 2 is, when a group of bees find nectar, it informs other bees of its location, quantity, etc. through dancing. Can you guess what ants communicate to their fellow ants by touching one another's feelers? So they discuss where the food is, where the sugar is, where the food is, and how to go there, is any danger is there or not. So they discuss this. Okay, so this also you have to mention in the comment section that what you think, what's your opinion about this. Okay, now next comes the 2. Complete the following poem with words from the box below, then recite this poem. So in a box they have given some shelter or home for these animals. Okay, so we have to recall our childhood memory. This is very interesting. We have to recall our childhood memory and we have to answer this. Which one is correct for which animal? Okay, so let's do this one. This is very interesting. Number 2. So it's soldiers live in barracks. Soldiers live in barracks. Okay. Soldiers live in barracks and birds in where? In nests, of course. Nests. And much like a snake that rests, much like a snake that rests in a hole, where snake rests in a hole, no horse is able to sleep except in a stable. Okay, except in a stable. In stable. And a dog lives well. Now where do a dog live? Mind you, only in a kennel. Dog lives in a kennel. To say hi to an ant, if you will, then what you have to do? You may have to climb an ant hill. You may have to climb an ant hill. Okay, so isn't this beautiful? So let me recite. So I have completed all the question answers. So first let me recite this one. Soldiers live in barracks and birds in nests, much like a snake that rests in a hole. No horse is able to sleep except in a stable, and a dog lives well, mind you, only in a kennel. To say hi to an ant, if you will, you may have to climb an ant hill. So I hope the question answers and exercises are clear to you of the part 1 and part 2. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, just hit the like button, and if you think this is useful to you and your friends, just share with your friends. Okay, and thanks a lot for staying tuned with us and watching our videos. But don't forget to subscribe our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon, as you won't be notified if we publish more videos. Okay, thanks a lot. Take care.